Setup cost for a machine to make pencils is $600, with each pencil costing 30 cents. Okay? So you set up for 600, and then every pencil you make costs you 30 cents to make. A larger machine costs $1,000 to set up, but each pencil costs only 22 cents to make. How many pencils must be made to justify the purchase of the larger machine? Okay? This is called a breakpoint problem. Okay? So you want to calculate this breakpoint. At what point would be the best? Would it be optimal for you to buy the larger machine? Okay. So we need to set up an equation. What is the total cost to make pencils for a machine? Let's say to call it the smaller machine. So the cost to make pencils for the smaller machine is $600, right? Plus 30 cents. Now that's per pencil, so that's 30 cents per pencil. And then this is going to be equal to the total cost. What do you think, what is an equation that we can calculate the cost for the large machine? Plus 0.22. 22 cents times, that's per pencil, so you have to remember to multiply it by the p there, and that's also going to be the cost, right? That's going to be the cost for the larger machine, that's going to be the cost for the smaller machine. Now notice that this side of this equation is equal to c. Well, this thing is also equal to c. What's one of those properties of equations that we can do now? So I'm going to write this one, 600 plus, that's a 600 plus 0.30p, and that's equal to c. But what is c equal to? Right, plus c is also equal to this thing. So 1,000 plus 0.22p. So this is just solving a system. You've got a system with these two equations, but this is an easy system to solve for. We're basically doing substitution. Right? We're substituting this thing for c in the first equation. So now you can solve this thing for p, and then let's do that. So to subtract the 0.22, I get 0.08p is equal to, subtract the 600 is equal to 400. Okay, so rather than dividing by a decimal, I'm going to multiply by 100 to get rid of the decimal. So this is going to be 40,000. Now P is 5,000. Okay? So what this tells me is that if I'm going to make 5,000 pencils or more, then I should buy the larger machine. If I'm going to make less than 5,000 pencils, it doesn't make any sense for me to use the larger machine. I should just use the smaller machine. This is a very common business manufacturing problem called a breakpoint problem. And there's one like this in your homework. Any questions? Yep. Right, to buy the larger machine. If you're going to make more than 5,000 pencils, you should buy the larger machine because the cost per pencil is less. But if you're going to make less than that, even though the cost is greater, the setup cost is a lot less. And there's an example like this in your book and on the slides, and so you can read through those as well. Any questions?